We've all been there. You're watching a great movie and you're constantly riding the volume button because you can't hear the dialogue buried in the music. TCL decided to solve that problem without breaking the bank or cluttering up your living room. This is the TCL Q6310, a 3.1 channel Q-level soundbar that's all about clarity and punch. Hey guys, Justin here from Walts, and I've been reviewing products for nearly a decade in hopes of making your shopping journey easier. And in today's video, we're gonna answer all your questions about the design, audio, and of course, connections. There will be a sound test, and if you stick around to the end, you'll get a special YouTube-only discount code. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. First, let's talk aesthetics. Now, this is part of TCL's Q line of soundbars, and you can definitely see that premium feel in just the design. It's about 35 inches wide, 3.9 inches deep, but more importantly, 2.7 inches tall. And the reason I bring this up is if you have a TV that you have either mounted on the wall or on a stand, 2.7 is not very tall, so you should be able to slide it under your TV without it blocking the screen. Nothing's more annoying than not being able to use your remote because the IR sensor is blocked. So that's a soundbar. Let's move on to the subwoofer. It's a wireless subwoofer. It's 6.5-inch driver, and it's really easy to hide in your room. As you can see, I put it here between a plant and a basket, and I thought it looked pretty nice. If you even want to go for a more hidden look, you could move the basket over and slide that next to the entertainment center. But the reason I like wireless subwoofers is that you don't have to run anything to the soundbar. You can just plug it in wherever you want in that room. And connectivity is almost seamless. I've never really had any issues with subwoofers connecting, so you can rest assured that you won't deal with that. All right, so that's about it for the design, but I do want to cover some audio specs. Before we do the audio, I'm gonna run a quick sound test here. If you're not into the sound test, totally fine. You can go ahead and just skip through.
Death do us part. There was a man who ran that whole damn town. He thought he owned her and that they'd settle down. Took her back with a Colt 44. I loaded up and rode out into the night. Took out his men and by the dawn's early light left the blood trail up to his porch. Held my breath and I kicked down the door. The same part of me that holds her at night would bury any man that don't treat her right. I'm gonna love and live and kill and fight my whole heart till death.
after doing the sound test, I was very surprised at just how loud this could get. Most entry-level soundbars are 2.1, meaning they have a right channel, a left channel, and then of course a subwoofer. However, with this soundbar, it's a 3.1, so it is above an entry level in my opinion, because you get a center channel in between the left and right. And that's really what's gonna help with that dialogue. Now, for real immersion and surround sound, it does support formats like DTS-X. This is gonna do the best job it can at simulating a surround sound, although it doesn't have actual dedicated surround speakers. And I'm actually pretty surprised at how well it works. But honestly, my favorite pro feature is the AI sonic mode. And essentially this is auto room calibration. Now you do have to download an app. And the reason being is you use your phone to actually set up that auto room calibration. So very cool. I think you should definitely take advantage of it. Even if you don't think it's super necessary, it's always worth doing just because everybody has a little bit different of a room. With 350 watts of total power, it has plenty of headroom to fill a average sized room. If you have a really large room, you would probably want to look at some of the larger TCL soundbars. But I think for most people, this is going to do a way better job than your TV speakers. Also, if you're someone who's on the fence on even if you need a soundbar, I will say sound is 50% of the experience, if not more. And I'll play this clip of high quality video with low quality audio and then low quality video with high quality audio. And you just tell me which one is more bearable.
So this is an example of amazing video quality with terrible audio quality. Let's switch and see what sounds better.
Now our video quality has decreased, but our audio quality has gone through the roof. Major improvements. What do you guys think? Now the connections are simple. You of course have the big one, HDMI eARC, but it also has Bluetooth, optical, USB playback, and something that I thought was really cool is the 3.5mm auxiliary jack. This specifically is an input that we don't see a whole lot on soundbars nowadays, so it really gives you a couple more options as far as connecting it, even if you wanted to maybe use it in your office. Now, for the gamers, it does have a game mode, and that's also something I wanted to mention is the remote on the TCL Q6310 is very nice. It's got a little display at the top letting you know what mode you're in. This is really where you get to adjust the soundbar's bass levels, EQ, put it in different sound modes, even put it in the AI calibration mode, and of course switch inputs. You also notice on the soundbar there's a little indication light that's really clean looking to let you know if you're going up or down in volume or what source you're playing. So who is the TCL Q6310 for? Well, I would say it's for someone who's looking for a really good value soundbar that's gonna blow away the TV speakers that you got in the box. Now, are there soundbars that sound better? Absolutely, but nowhere in the price range. You're gonna have to spend 3 or 4 times as much to really get something that's gonna outperform this. Now, if you've already made up your mind and this is the product for you, your YouTube only discount code for you is down in the description. For all my Arizona locals, we might actually have this soundbar on display at our Arizona Tempe store. However, inventory is always shifting, so I would make sure you double check the product in our description just to make sure that we do have it on display. Now, for those of you who made it to the end of the video, I wanna know what you think of the Q6310, or if you're somebody who already owns it, please let us know your thoughts down in the comments section. And as always, if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. It's the best way to make sure that YouTube knows that we don't suck.